We head to North Africa, in Egypt to be precise. Now, Egyptian football clubs are divided over the government's plans to resume domestic league competition after consultations with the Football Federation. The country's football governing body is set to announce its final decision on the matter by mid-June. Clubs are financially affected following the suspension of all sporting activities to cope the spread of the coronavirus in the country. Details of that in this report.
The Egyptian Football Association says it's going to announce the fate of the Egyptian competitions by mid-June. With the Africa Cup of Nations still set for January, there is very little time to both conclude the Premier League and begin a new domestic season. Football officials say it's a 50-50 chance for the current league to get cancelled.
We cannot say which is the closest decision to be taken. The EFA is not the body designated to take such a decision. The African Confederation has not yet announced its call for continental competitions, so we cannot judge if there is going to be time to resume the Egyptian league.
Egyptian football clubs are divided. Some are for ending the season early, declaring Al Ahly and the Arab contractors as the top two this season, and Egypt's candidates for the CAF Champions League, while others are objecting. They want the league nullified, wiping out all results.
Arab contractors want to resume the Premier League. We can, in 2 months, wrap the season without causing any trouble. This way, it will be fair to decide who is relegating and who will join the big clubs. It could get sensitive. It's important to have a football system that is undisputed.
With no sports activities, all clubs are suffering. Some are installing salaries due to players. Others have cut them in half. Meanwhile, the sports ministry is more concerned with how sports will resume under the pandemic.
We have formed several committees, including a medical one, to study how to resume sports activities and the regulations to guide that. We are trying to see what measures will be sufficient for a safe resumption, and we are coordinating with the Egyptian Football Association and others to set a program for that.
All sports activities are set to gradually resume by mid-June, but football remains to be the biggest challenge for Egypt. Between fears of completing it under a super tight schedule or cancelling it, there is no easy way out. In either cases, the sport will be burdened by unprecedented preventive measures, which impact on the players' performances remains unknown.